How you guys doing? Is anybody there yet? Hey, how you doing? All right, welcome to the Shop Teacher Podcast Zoom. All right, everybody's here. Let's see. So you guys can Jake, are you there? You guys can unmute yourselves. Hey, what's up? How's everybody doing?
Just printing away.
Oh, wow. Are you making respirators?
No, the face shields.
Face shields. Matt's making them too. Yeah. So tell us about that, man. What's going on?
SUNY New Paltz, right over the mountain from me. They came up with the design, and our superintendent put it out to myself, the other tech teacher, and the art teachers to print them. So
Nice. That's pretty cool.
it's about an hour, and then it's done. So
Wow. And then what do you do about the shield, the shield part?
it's just a transparency film.
Oh, perfect. No kidding. Yeah, there's a lot of people doing that right now. Matt's doing it. And, and then he called me and said he can't make it tonight. So, but yeah, so I don't have like an agenda or anything. I was just thinking, my online learning is not working. Like I have a really low participation rate. And I just want to see what everybody else was up to and how's it going so far. So everybody just give us like an intro and an update. Yeah, you get.
Well, I'll go first. Yeah, hey, I finally get in here. I haven't joined you guys yet, but
Sure.
I'm Jake, and I'm just getting going here. And I'm in Minnesota, so we just got the message today from the governor that we're going to be out till at least beginning of May. So.
Just this week?
Yeah. I mean, we've been out since last Wednesday.
Okay.
So yeah, they shut it down because our spring breaks right now.
Okay.
This week that we're currently in. But yeah, we're just I teach 2 woods classes. I teach intro and advanced woods, and then small engines and advanced auto. So I'm going to be using for auto, and I got to check in. I'm going to probably be using Electude. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Electude. They make really great software for automotive, as far as very, very well done, well updated. And I believe they're going to be giving it away for free. So I'm going to check on that tonight and email my contact person.
Jake, is it called Electrude?
Electude. Electude.
All right, I'm going to try that too because I teach small engines as well, and yeah,
that's the hard one. I think that's out of all my classes. I'm going to bring an engine home, and we got to the point where we basically had it torn down, and we took our measurements, and now it's going to be putting it back together. So I don't know if it's just going to be me videotaping how we do reassembly, and I don't know. So
what do you use, Briggs & Stratton, or you use Subaru?
Yeah. No, Briggs & Stratton. We got some free engines from Toro. We have a Toro factory up here right in Minnesota. So they donated some to us. So
that's cool.
So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing for the advanced auto class. I think I'm going to go with the Electude and see if that works. And for woodworking, I think it's just going to be a mix of videos and of me making videos and videos that are going to be helpful for those classes.
So you'd send engines home with the kids?
No, though I'm have them grouped in groups of 2, so be kind of I don't have an engine for everybody. That would be the best situation.
I did home instruction once where I brought an engine over to
really
a kid's house. Yeah, we took it apart in front of on his dining room table.
Nice, perfect.
It's awesome.
But that was 10 years ago. So
yeah.
It
wouldn't be a bad idea if we had enough.
Do you guys know if this is recording right now, or did I not? Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay, yeah, because someone texted me, said that they wanted me to record it so we could send it out. You know.
Did you record the last one? Was the last one recorded?
Yeah, I think so. I think, but Matt was handling the last one.
Did you put it up on YouTube or no?
No, not yet. We could though. Yeah.
I thought it was going to go up on YouTube, and I was looking for it. But
Okay, yeah, we could do that. I'll put it. Matt's got to handle that, or send me. Matt has to send me the file, and then I could put this one. I could put up, no problem.
cool. So yeah, I'm Tim Zvacki. I've been in on all these conversations for the past couple weeks, and I teach woods primarily, and actually wood carving and electronics. So we've been out a week, and looks like we're going to be out for an extended time.
Yeah.
Struggle.
How's it going so far?
Other guys, it's tough. I mean, like Jake said, I mean, very, very little participation, very little interaction, and less interaction than I thought we would have. You know, and I was hoping that we get more virtual interaction, but it's just very minimal, very minimal.
Really?
I'm at like less than a quarter participation, I think. But I have some thoughts about that. I'm gonna shift some of my techniques. But let's let JJ get in there, or whoever's ready next. You know.
Oh, Jake, you got to unmute because
I
think I unmuted myself there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm no longer, they're still trying to do like if you guys remember last week, I was like, well, I've been on a bus every day passing out food to kids.
Oh, yeah.
I finally, as the virus has spread through West Virginia more, I finally was like, I'm not doing it anymore. I finally took a stand, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm taking my kid out of daycare. I'm staying at home. I will do my teaching job, but I'm not doing this anymore. And the union was backing us on that.
That's good. Yeah, that's a good point.
And then, so I decided to go, well, actually, I made a bunch of paper assignment type stuff. And then they were like, well, we're just going to put this up with what we call our snow day packets in that same spot, and the kids can access it there. Well, you know, you worked a day on that, and then they are like, well, everyone's overwhelmed because they showed up to that spot, and now there's over 100 assignments there, and because they wanted us to do 10 days worth of work, right? And then so they're like, well, we're just going to throw all that out.
Wow.
So we did all that work for nothing. And they're like, everything's going to be online from now on because we don't want people showing up to the school to pick stuff up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
As it should be. And so it's just kind of turned into if kids don't have internet, if they don't have computer access, don't worry about it. But if kids are interested in learning and, you know, not sitting around doing nothing all day, then they can get online and do that. So I started my first Google Classroom. I'd never dealt with Google Classroom ever. So I'm trying to figure it out and run stuff through it. I'm using SketchUp Online and honestly, I've never been successful at teaching CAD in my middle school classroom. A lot of that's been technology based. I've just not had the technology in the devices I needed to get it done, but now I'm trying to do, and I use Google SketchUp a lot myself. So now, I'm trying to teach SketchUp through video tutorials, and I've never done it in the classroom successfully. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
For that, I think, because my other teacher, he's teaching drafting, and we're trying to figure out that end for him. And on Autodesk, I believe you can download a free version of Fusion 360 for iPads. Or even Fusion 360 if they have a computer, because there's tons of stuff out there already, like with Titans of CNC. He's got a whole thing already ready to go. where they could practice doing the making the part and then creating the tool path for the part. He's good, and it's all free. If you just go to Titans of CNC Academy, that stuff's
So
all
another
there.
thing, another interesting thing that I'm facing right now too is the fact that I get new students every quarter, right?
Yeah.
So as of when the Friday that we left school, I'd only had my current students for 3 days.
Oh wow.
Oh boy.
So I literally have students like names messaging me for stuff and I'm like, I can't even put a face to this name right now.
Wow.
Yeah, interesting.
But that's also an advantage where I can do a lot of very basic intro stuff, have them do kind of bookwork type stuff to go over safety, stuff like that too. But I'm trying to keep it a little more fun than that.
Yeah. Which one's who's Nicholas?
Hey,
Oh yeah.
we don't start till April 1st is our first day back. We're using Google Classroom, and the superintendent laid out today in an email everything that we're responsible for as far as classroom time. If we have class between X and Y time, we need to be available. If we have bus duty or lunch duty at those given times, we're supposed to be contacting or being available on the computer to check our emails and what have you. So I have a meeting tomorrow morning with my principal, with all of the other liaisons, to see what she has prescribed for us also, with all the gen ed teachers, to see, that's where I'm going to probably glean some information off of them and see. I mean, they're going to try to run classes regular, but I mean, for my drafting class, we were using Fusion, so I've had a few kids already reach out to me on the link to download Fusion at home, and my woodworking crew, we were just going to start metalworking, so I was having them look up ideas, and I was going to probably hand them some videos to look for design information, design ways, and what have you. So.
Okay. Did we get someone new in here? Al?
Yep.
Yeah, you could just unmute yourself or I'll do it. Okay, you're unmuted. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, sorry I'm late. I was trying to figure out how to find this on the laptop. So
No problem.
So
Don't do it again.
yeah, all right. You gonna beat me about the head?
Virtually.
I don't have any students anymore. I gotta yell at somebody, All right, Al, what's your situation, man? I've been out for a week and a half, and it's kind of tough. Everybody's just sort of introducing themselves and then talking about the challenges, and maybe what I'd like to hear is like what's not working and what's working. And I can tell you guys, I've tried a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't work, and I can tell you what kind of works. And so let me hear from Al, and then I'm going to tell you what's happened with my world.
All right, well, I haven't been doing enough to try to get a hold of my students. I was sort of expecting them to just come into Google Classroom and sign in. What I was hearing today is that most of them have access and they're attending some of their other classes. And so none of them have signed into my Google. So we're meeting twice a week now, possibly 3 days a week, it was a half an hour today. That was it. And just getting an update from the principal about what's going on. I'm really disconnected being an hour away from the school district. So unfortunately, I've sort of slacked off since I've been off. So I need to get on the ball and get something going, to be honest with you. The only thing I have out there is that one assignment I put up last week, and I haven't seen anything from that.
Wow.
What did you put, an assignment?
Yeah, it was an assignment in Google Classroom. It was find a video on YouTube, any video you want, really, as long as it's appropriate, and then tell me about the 7 resources of technology that you see in the video. Now, we're not supposed to teach them anything new. We're not supposed to present any new materials, so that kind of makes it a little challenging also, because we were just starting to design our CO2 cars, and my 7th grade class was just about to start relief carving. So I thought about maybe gathering some foam, cutting them up into blocks and getting them down to them, and just asking them to use a kitchen knife to carve into the foam maybe.
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, ideas, man. We need ideas. So, okay, so wait, I think we got some new here. Todd, is Todd here? Let me see if I can. Oh, yeah. Hey, Todd, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. I don't hear you, Todd. Is it working? All right, you work it out. Let's see, GR Brissett. Okay, wait. You're gonna be.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, there you go. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm Serious Sawdust on Instagram. I said that I wouldn't be able to make it, but I switched some things around.
Okay, yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
Well,
thanks for coming in. Nice to meet you.
We'll try not to waste your time.
Oh, you're not at all. This is I was reading through our
I know
Nebraska.
you guys are busy.
Well, I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. Shop teacher, 9th through 12th grade, department head as well. I mainly focus on woodworking and construction. So obviously, as you guys know, this is a brand new area for all of us, having to teach hands-on learning and career-based learning via only virtual aspects. Luckily, my district already has one-to-one technology, and we've been instilling e-learning for every snow day we've had. We've done e-learning. I'll use the term e-learning. We've done that already for those snow days to get credit for it, so we don't have to go longer into our school year. However, we've never instilled having synchronous learning, which is basically video learning at the same time, at their same dates, at the same times that they would meet at. So it's a new challenge, but I mainly got on to listen to what you guys had to say about what you guys were thinking about doing, and just to bounce ideas off each other. We're kind of in a very unique situation, being what we teach and having to adapt to this situation.
Okay. You still there?
Oh, who, me?
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's exactly the point. Yeah, it's good to we're going to introduce ourselves, and then what I would like to do is talk about what's not working and what's working, and what I'm willing to try next. So we didn't hear from Todd yet. Todd, did you get a chance to fix the audio?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just downloaded the app, so I had to go into settings and unmute it, clear back in the settings of the iPad.
Problem.
So, yeah.
No problem. Welcome to the party.
Oh, well, thanks. Well, it's kind of fun to connect with you guys, since I've kind of been following you through the Instagram thing.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's been real good. Like I've been learning a lot and meeting a lot of people, and the shop teacher thing is huge. I love
Right. Yeah. We're kind of enjoying a riding the wave right now of popularity for the trades, enjoying a resurgence and interest in the trades, and people feeling there's value in it. So.
Oh yeah, like Orange County Choppers, Monster Garage, Mike Rowe, all that stuff. That really helped.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So where do you teach?
I'm in Salem, Oregon. I teach at Parrish Middle School this year. Last year I taught at North Salem, which is just across the parking lot. And I was at both North Salem and high school and at Parrish Middle School. And this year I'm just at the middle school level. And so last year I taught cabinet making. and construction, and then at the high school, and beginning wood shop at the middle school, and that's pretty much what I'm doing now this year. Then, because I'm at the middle school only.
Nice. So how long you guys been out?
We were supposed to start the spring break this week, and so we got out a week early. So yeah, we basically just took out a week early, and they said we'd be back March 30th, and the students, or 31st or whatever, and then the students would be back the 1st, on Wednesday the 1st. And as soon as I heard they were closing restaurants, I was like, yeah, there's no way we're coming back on the 1st. Students come back on the 1st. So we're out till the 28th of April is what we're slated to be out through the 28th at this point.
Yeah, here in Eastern PA, where I'm at, they just locked us into our own counties. So we can't leave our county now.
Really?
Like roads?
They're doing that too over there. So
like
how are they enforcing that?
Yeah, the governor basically just said today that 8:00 p.m. you're not allowed to cross county lines. So you can stay in your county. That's about it. And
that's crazy.
Getting pretty serious over here.
Yeah.
You guys
go ahead.
You guys saw what they did at my brother's school, didn't you? They came in and took all the because he teaches at SeaTech in Central Ohio. And last week they went in, the fire department and at the Votech, and they said, we're going to just take all the masks and everything. And in the text that he sent me, it could come across very authoritarian and dictatorship like, but I'm sure it sounded like it was, in talking to him, it was a little bit more of, hey guys, we need this stuff for the hospitals. And somebody's kind of like, yeah, well, what if we don't give them up? Well, we'll just go get the police, Oh, well, no, that's a problem,
Man, why would somebody even?
It was more of a friendly exchange than it might have come across in the
text.
Oh,
I got you.
The fire department definitely, they did come and they did take everything that the school had, from the nursing program and the first responders program.
They asked us if we had any rubber gloves, and we rarely order rubber gloves, and if we do, we get them from the custodians. So I said we have maybe 1 box, 2 boxes. I mean.
I didn't even think about the rubber gloves. I probably have like 20 or 30 boxes of those nitrile things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The
middle school program, we don't have anything.
I'm not allowed to go there, so I can't.
Right.
Yeah, I texted my principal yesterday, and I said, "Can I get into school? I got to get my electronic books, do some electronic projects." And I got a single text back, and it was no, you can't go out.
Wow.
And I literally would need 10 minutes to go and get my books and get out, but he said no. So it's kind of that's what's disheartening to me, is that we're not allowed to go in to get what we need to be successful at our house, which is frustrating.
Yeah. So let me tell you what's going on. So even though it says Matt Barbacek on my screen, I'm Ron Grossinger in Mr. G's workshop. I'm in northern New Jersey. I'm kind of, I guess I'm an hour from Tim, or hour and a half. Yeah.
It's the Vacuum Tech Ed.
Right. And so basically, I teach, kind of like a combination of metal and auto, but we do a lot of design stuff and whatnot, and small engines and stuff like that. So the first week, I thought we had set hours, so I thought we were going to meet live, on the Google Hangout, and then I could go live. So then the first thing they said was, you can't go live. So I was like, all right, well, how's that going to work? Okay, so I went to the Google Doc. So I started writing on the Google Doc, and a few kids got in there, and we had an exchange. But there's a delay. I mean, the kids turn the doc on, but they're not really paying attention or something. I don't know, it's not very effective. So then I switched to videos with questions, right? You can it's actually my homework is if you're out for the week or something like that, so it's videos and answer these questions. There's a 25% return rate, so it's kind of And then so far not much is working. So then the other thing I did was I wanted to the kids in my advanced class are making a car for the Shell Eco Marathon, and we're trying to have a friendly competition with Livingston, where Tim knows Richard. What's his last name? I forget. But
Well,
anyway, Dave
Ken-
Richardson.
That's where Kenny's at too.
That's right. Kenny's there, Kenny Zushma and Dave Richardson. So I didn't want to stop doing that. So what I did was I said, hey, everybody just get on Onshape. And I thought, oh, wow, this will work. No, nobody got on Onshape. There's no interaction, you know. So I was like, oh, geez, you know. So then I spoke to an engineer friend of mine, and he said, because we have SolidWorks, and he said, if you're paying for SolidWorks, the sales guy, in lieu of the situation, should just give you home access. So I was like, that's a good idea. So I went ahead and I called the tech. I emailed the tech guy, who then sent it to the sales guy, and the SolidWorks people, they opened it up. So we now have codes for kids to download SolidWorks and use it, but not every kid has like a proper computer, you know?
Right.
So I'm trying that out. I think one kid was thinking about doing it. Another kid, I think, downloaded it. So maybe by tomorrow we'll get some response. But then what I did was I got it on my computer here, and I'm going to just ask the kids for their dimensions, and I'll just put it into SolidWorks, and I'll make it like I'll be the CAD person, but I'm not going to design it. Let them design it. So I think that's going to have that's like 50-50. I don't know if that's going to work. So I think the problem is that I'm too out of the box. So what I was thinking about doing is doing something that like some other teachers do. Like KWIT is doing Edpuzzle for the videos. So it's a set program that captures the video, and then you can add questions and you can lock their ability to skip ahead. So it's not.
What'd you call that?
What's that?
What'd you call that?
Edpuzzle.
Yeah.
Ad or Edpuzzle?
Ed is an education.
Edpuzzle.
Oh, okay. That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
And you can make
I'm gonna-
so you can like make your own video, or you could take someone else's video. Either way, you're the one that's putting the questions on there, and you're the one that's
Cool.
locking the time, and it'll score it for you.
Yeah, that's a nice.
Oh,
Does anybody
cool.
else here use that, and do you like it or not?
I've heard of it. I haven't used it, but yeah, I like the guys on it where they have watched skip. You set I guess certain parts in the video where it pauses and they have to answer the question before they rest. And so
Yep.
you can put in a YouTube video, you can put in your own video.
Yeah.
It's pretty cut. It sounds like. So,
Okay. The other thing I tried was Flipgrid. A lot of educators use Flipgrid, and I thought it would be the perfect platform because you can interact, and it doesn't have to be live, and it could be like you're on there, and then you do a video. You're like, okay, guys, I'm doing this, and you put an assignment or whatever, and people react, and they can peer review each other. Dead on arrival. One kid responded. Dead. Let me tell you, if I make one person laugh tonight, I've accomplished my goal. You know, it's just like
You need to Costanza this and just end meeting right now. Then.
yeah, it's just oh my god, awful.
And I'm out.
Yeah. Does anybody have any success with Flipgrid?
We've had some PD on it, but I've never really used it much.
Okay. All right. Do you want to hear my next failure? Okay.
yeah, let's hear them all. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The next one I tried was let's see. Actually, I have it over. Let me see. I don't want to switch the screen around, but I have it. It's I forget what it's called. Anyway, nothing's working, right? Nothing's working. So except Edpuzzle is working for some kids, like 50%, and it works for the other teacher, KWIT. The other thing is that I haven't tried giving out Fusion because I know that Fusion's more like they're more trying to get people to do stuff, right? And then SketchUp, I know people like. I haven't tried asking the kids yet. And then let me see. Oh, here's the other thing. And then I'll let you guys, I'll stop taking the mic here. Is that what I noticed is that I had this expectation of like going live, even if it's like they don't allow us video, but just interacting live with the kids. This is like, forget it. Even though I'm supposed to be on there for a couple hours a day, like we sign in, and then the supervisors check to see if are you there? Yes, we're there. So we have set hours, but to expect the kids to be live with me and manage, you're managing 20 kids. I'm managing 20 kids in class. It's like, and it's short periods too. They knocked it down to like a half day. So I'm throwing out the idea of being live. I'm just going to do stuff. I'm going to try and get in the box more. I would think I was a little bit too out of the box. And I'm going to try and do things like Edpuzzle or like Flipgrid doesn't really work with the kids. But I'm going to do things that are successful and have a in the box format, that you can grade type of thing. So that's what I want to try. That's what I want to hear about this Lectrude or any other automotive thing you guys got. All right. So what do you guys have out there? What do you guys think? Let's hear your successes. Like, is anything working?
So we're required to do video conferencing or video services at least 2 days of the week. And then we have to give kids 2 hours of work, which is that's a flimsy 2 hours. But we've been using either Zoom or Google Meet. And so far they're good as far as getting on there and getting the kids on there and the students on there and everything. But as far as the video quality, I had these great intentions of, I'll give demonstrations on Google Meet or on Zoom, but the video quality is so poor, and there's so much lag in that I can't I'm going to catch up on you guys and give you a demonstration on the table saw or the miter saw or whatever. There's so much lag in it and so much difficulty in pixelation that I just have given up on that at this point. But yeah, we're required to touch base with them via some sort of video conferencing twice a week.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It's cool your district's allowing you to video contact with them. They don't want us to do anything live. I mean, I guess they don't want us caught in our PJs or something like that.
Well, we have to record it. So we're going to record it. Now, right now our district is still open, so we can go in there and work. But the districts around us have all closed and said you have to be at home. So at that point, I've been going to work every day because it's habitual of me, and I need to go there for my safety. So I've been going to the shop every day and being there. But as soon as I close it, then it's going to be a whole new realm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is not easy. What do you know? Can you tell me about? Did you use Electrude yet, or is that just something you're playing around with?
Oh, Electude, yeah, I've used it, for years now. And I haven't, I switched schools this past year, so it wasn't in my budget to get it for this past school year. But out of all the, let's say, automotive software, whether you're using, I forget what the big one is. They have online software and the textbook and all that. I forget what the name of it is, and I don't care for it. I think Electude's been the best. It's a European company, but they have done a really good job at keeping everything updated, having a lot of content. You can go with just a little bit. You can go with a lot. You can kind of customize it how you want. But just anything and everything automotive, from hybrid stuff to diesel to all. I mean,
wow. And is it like
they have quite a large library. You pay per seat, basically, per year.
Oh,
it's like $35 a year. But but for me, for right now, I'm only teaching one advanced auto class, so I only need it for a semester for maybe 30 students. So, and I haven't talked to my my guy about what that cost is going to be, and it's just because this is a brand new position this year and coming in with a brand new budget and stuff. But Yeah, it generally, I mean, for, a class of 30 kids for a year, it works out, I don't know, it's usually around $1,200. But I really like it. I usually have them do whatever the module is, and then there's a quiz at the end, and I grade them basically, did you finish the module or not? And did you, actually put some effort in, or did you just keep hitting the wrong answer? You don't care. So you can kind of see at the end, it gives you a lot of data at the end too.
What is it though? Is it like virtual mechanics or something like that?
I can pull it up. Yeah, they basically have these modules, and a lot of it's based on ASC, ASC education. They have a whole thing. So if you are ASC education, or what used to call NATEF, they have all the modules that go with that. They have stuff now that goes with some training boards. If you're getting into these training boards where you're kind of doing the hands-on training board while having kind of the iPad or whatever Chromebook next to you while you're doing it, that kind of thing. So, yeah, but I like it because you can get into kind of just in about every area of automotive, and just go with, kind of, for you as a teacher, pick and choose what modules you want to do, which ones you don't want to do, and create kind of your own, not create your own content, but create what you want to give the students. And it's kind of bite-sized pieces. You have to read the paragraph. You have to interact with the animation, usually on one side of the screen, to have either identification or have it do something. Or they also, what's really cool, they have a virtual engine. So you can actually put in like fault codes. You can choose from, I don't know, like 80 fault codes, and then they have to go in, and it will actually grade the student on how good of a job they did identifying what the fault was in the engine, and how they went about diagnosing the thing.
Oh, that's
kind of
awesome.
too, which is kind of separate. It's a separate cost. I don't know. I don't know if it's a separate cost or not, but
like this right here.
Yep. That's it.
And so that's pretty cool. I like the idea of virtual engines. I mean, why not?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Do they have?
Ron, you and I were doing that over the weekend.
Yeah. On Sunday, I went live on Instagram because I'm doing a small engine project at home, and I'm modifying it. So Tim was helping me out. Yeah. Oh, it's a lot of progress lately, by the way.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That was just funny. It was a small thing that he went live and I tagged in. So.
Yeah, you guys, something on Sunday, I was like feeling a little lonely. So I was like, oh man, maybe I'll plan to go live. And then I was like, screw it. I just pushed the button, and I was like,
right.
And then, man, Tim jumped on. It really helped out. And then, which actually moved the project forward. And then an aerospace fabricator from California jumped on afterwards. And it's just awesome, especially if you're in the tech ed, because a lot of the engineers follow the tech ed people and vice versa. And so, you'd be surprised, if you guys need a little, I mean, I don't know how you're feeling lately, but, me, I'm like, sometimes I need a little inspiration, because it's like, there's nothing happening. It's so quiet.
Right.
I can't believe you can go to my street, look, and you're thinking to yourself, man, if I was 17, I would be driving and trying to airborne the car. You know what I mean?
That's right. Everybody's cruising.
Nobody's out. I was so surprised. There's nobody drag racing, which I thought would be the first thing all the kids do. But I guess if you think about it, like, they probably don't have money for gas. And then also, if you crash your car, you're going to get denied from the hospital, dude, because they're swamped, especially in Jersey and New York. So I don't think anybody's taking any risk right now, Anyway, okay, so so that's, what else you guys trying out? Anybody trying anything good?
I did a career project and, career report type thing. That seems to be pretty good, but limited accessibility in terms of kids submitting projects. My supervisor moved my due date a couple times on me, so we're all conducive and in the same group, because there's 5 of us in my department, and he pushed my due date to a soft due date, and which is either here nor there. But the problem was, it kind of took some of the like timeline out of me to get the kids to get the stuff done. So I haven't got any results back on that. I had the kids in my electronics class do a battery presentation or battery project on this, and I assigned batteries like types to different kids, and I got 50% of them done. A lot of them were just copying off the internet, and I send back saying, "Hey, you plagiarized this. Just do it again." And it's unfortunate that that's happening, but the other thing is, I did get 50% completion on that, and in my wood carving class that I have, I got 5 article reviews and 5 video reviews. But what I did was, it was actually funny. I did email all the kids, and when I emailed the kids, I CC'd all the parents. So I emailed each kid individually saying, you have this project done, you have this, you need to do this, and by the way, I CC'd your parents. And then
how many is that?
Every kid, both classes have about 15 kids in them. So I sent out 30 different emails. And so I went into Genesis, which is our student information system, and I copied all whatever email account that was in there. I copied it and put it in the CC, and then I CC'd their guidance counselor.
Wow.
Same time.
Wow.
Hey, listen, I'm not getting caught with my pants down.
No. Actually, I agree we're going to get to Al in a second. He's got his hand up. But I agree with the individual approach. That I forgot. Tim, you reminded me. Actually, this week I decided to go after directly, and so I emailed a kid directly, and then he responded, "Oh, so sorry." I'm like, it's all good. It's just that you got to do at least some of the work, because otherwise, we're not even in school. You know what I mean? Like, then forget it. And they're only going to make it if they have a lot of trouble with the kids. They're only going to do something even more drastic. I have no idea what that is, but they'll then clearly the kid doesn't want his parents called or bad grades or whatever. Oh, that's the other thing. I started putting grades in.
That's true. Yeah, keep the grade book updated.
All of a sudden, there's some more. Maybe like 10% more response. I went from like 15% to 25.
We were told that they have no idea if we need to record grades anymore.
Really?
We're kind of in this limbo, because the biggest district next to us blatantly said to the public paper that these are all activities and nothing will be graded.
Oh,
and that's through April 30th or 31st or whatever, May 1st, yeah.
Well, so state testing in New Jersey, gone.
Yeah. Same with Nebraska.
Okay. Hey, let's get to Al. Al, what's going on?
So as I was listening, I was wondering what do you guys feel is the best way to get a hold of students? I never emailed my students, and most of them won't use their school email anyway. So I guess maybe I should start making phone calls.
Okay, so I do email because I'm on Google Classroom. So if you're new to Google Classroom, this is like definitely hard to do. But the Google Classroom ties in with their email. Yeah, like I already got their email, and they definitely have it on their phone, except for a few kids or whatever. But yeah, if you're not used to emailing them, then yeah, you need a different way. The other way I do is, I do like my Instagram thing, which is like Mr. G's Workshop or whatever. Some of them watch that. So I can be like, hey, and there was one kid, I'm not supposed to be texting back and forth with the kids, but one kid I was trying to get in touch with, and he's part of my after school, and I realized he wasn't answering the email, and then I was like, wait a minute, I have a thread here of him talking to me. So I was like, hey, yeah. Can you respond to the emails? He was like, oh, sorry, because it comes right up on the phone. So you could try Instagram. The other thing is you could try, I don't know, but through the school, there's got to be a way. What's that?
That's touchy, though.
Yeah.
Trying to contact the kids through Instagram.
No, you're not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, that's something that, unfortunately, I've done it too.
Yeah, I don't recommend it.
Last summer, a kid left a project in, and he messaged me on Instagram and was like, "Can I come get my project?" And I was like, "Yeah." So,
minimal. Just minimal. That's So yeah, you got to stick to the email, but also like, are you using Google Classroom?
Yeah, I had, well, I guess those assignments that I talked about, the 2 assignments that I put together are just dropped into a Google Classroom. But like I said, there's 0 students signed up. Nothing's been picked, nothing.
Oh, the kids aren't signed up for your Google Classroom?
No.
Oh.
So that would be
Oh,
the first
dude,
step.
you're in outer space. You're not
No.
even, you got to connect with them somehow.
All right. Well, what I've been hearing is the ELA teachers that they're super women, I guess. They've all got their kids, their classrooms set up for a long time, the Google Classrooms, and so they're in complete touch with their students. So they're doing all the ELA stuff. They're just not doing any of the encore classes, music, phys ed, all that good stuff. So yeah, I guess I need to figure out, maybe directly contact my principal and say, how can I get how can I get everybody into my classroom?
You know what I would do if I were you? Whatever the most popular platform at the school is, I would use that.
All right.
And if that's Google Classroom, I think that you can get their parents' email off of like your grading platform. And then
Yeah, I can find emails for some students. A lot of them, even the numbers don't even work. When I had to call for discipline,
wow.
phone numbers wouldn't work. So it was like,
this is tough.
I don't try that
wow.
often to get a hold of parents, because it's just and plus half of my students, their parents speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Those make for
Mine
really
too.
good conversations when I'm on the phone with a Spanish-speaking parent. Because I don't speak Spanish.
You got to use Google Translate or something like that.
I've been working on that.
Where are you at, Al?
I'm in East Ramapo in Rockland County, New York.
Oh, you're right
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah,
It's near you, Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep threatening, one of these days I'll come down and meet Ron.
Oh, absolutely, man. Don't hesitate. You can get in touch with me, and I'm right here. Yeah, I'm like 15 minutes north of the George Washington Bridge.
Yeah. So one of the things, grading came up, and you know what they've been telling us is that the students have no fear of going on to the next grade. All of my 7th graders are passing. All my 8th graders are going to pass. So I'm not sure what their motivation is going to be to do this work, because they've been told they're passing. They're moving
Yeah,
on.
this is a tough one.
Well, in Florida, did you see that they are allowing parents to make this decision to allow kids to be retained back into the current year? So,
Really?
like, if they're a junior this year, they can stay a junior next year. And believe it or not, I know there's probably going to be kids that are going to do that because they're going to want that opportunity to remake up what they have. So at least I know that's going on in Florida. Where else, I don't know. But, that's going to – parents are going to request it. They're going to request it in a heartbeat because they're thinking that they're getting an unfair advantage right now, And this could either cause them to sink or swim depending on getting into a college or not. Especially if this is a sophomore year or junior year.
Man, I'm weird. Like I don't have kids, but if I did, I feel like I would just be like, all right, that's it. GED, we're out. Let's move on. This is not working. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. You guys are talking about the standards that have been set for you as teachers that you guys need to be following. They're not anywhere close to like what we've been given. We've just been given like, oh, you need to make like 3 contacts a week, and like we might grade it, we might not. And then even today, I got another email that the standards they set for us were lowered, right? They're like, oh, as long as you make 1 contact, and I'm like, this is just. They're just going to call it, and they're going to pass everybody on, and we're just going to start next year fresh. I really think that's where it's headed to. It sounds like we're just trying to make it like we're going through the motions trying to do something, but in the end we're just going to call it quits because we've been dealt a bad hand.
Yeah, and so, I mean, I had this idea when it first happened. I was like, okay, I'll do this idea of a moonshot. I'll do this great thing. And when we come back in, we'll have this object that, maybe we 3D print or something like that. But like, this is tough. I've had to adjust so many times what we're doing, I think it's going to take, some teachers like are doing well, some are not. This is a tough one. The thing I'm worried about is, next year, who knows? There could be a budget cut, and the electives get cut or whatever. So, but you know what? I think we'll just do the best we can. So,
I like, to
but
think, I like to think the school system should be saving money right now.
oh, that's true. Yeah, I guess so because there's no subs and there's
We're
no.
not keeping, we're not keeping the lights on at all these other schools. We're not having to put out all this money for as many supplies. Like, if anything, we should be able to roll into next year and have a decent budget.
Oh yeah, maybe I'm not thinking about this correctly. You're right. Like
Yeah, but
fuel.
that could be rolling right into capital, and you don't even see it. Like we won't even see it. They'll put that aside for capital improvements, and then maybe you'll see this 25 years from now, which hopefully by then I'll be retired. But they're saving a bunch of money. They're saving money on subs. They're saving money all over the board. No electricity and all that stuff. But I think they're just going to ride the wave, and whatever money they do get, they'll throw it into capital improvement, and somebody down the road will see the benefits from it.
I mean, I know that they sent out an email 2 years ago telling us, trying to encourage us to turn the lights off at our school. And they said that the county, because we don't go by district here in West Virginia, we go by counties. And the county monthly electric bill was $90,000 a month.
Whoa.
So, we got to be saving a lot on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like they could just roll it into something else that we
Yeah, I
never
see what
see.
you're saying, right.
Our budget.
Do you guys want to
Plus fuel for the buses. Think about that.
To my county, one of my buddies is a bus driver, and he told us that it was $2,000 a day in diesel for Upshur County, West Virginia, to run the buses.
To run the buses.
We were dishing out half of that when we were running every single bus every single day, just dropping off food at bus stops. So,
what I was thinking about is it seems like I'm failing a lot in this online thing, and what I want to do is fail as much as possible, as quick as possible, and then take notes from you guys and see what's working. So maybe we should share like a Google Doc and then just put two columns, what's working and what's not working. You know what I mean? Like literally just doesn't work, works. Or like pros, cons. What if I did like a little table in a Google Doc and I shared it with you guys? Maybe we could just put like pros, cons of all the different programs, because there's just so many.
I have my Nebraska Department of Education, whoever he is, he sent me a pretty good Google Doc that I can share with you guys. It goes through all the fields of STS, and then has links to different things that people have chosen through the way we've all kind of combined together, because we have and we're going to have another Zoom meeting with just shop teachers in Nebraska coming up as well.
Oh,
I'm more than welcome to share with all of you. There's a really good Mike Rowe video thing if you just want to give kids videos and have them do worksheets over the Raiders stadium expansion or build.
Definitely, that's awesome. Yeah, where would you put that in the chat that we had?
I could put there. I think we have
BarberCheck has a drive, right?
What's that?
There's a Google Drive. There is a shop teacher Google Drive.
Yeah.
Because I could
drop it in there. Because I have a folder in there, but we should drop like a COVID-19 folder in there and just drop stuff in there.
All right, we'll get that started, Ray. I'm afraid to get the screen out because I don't know. I don't want it to end.
But the other thing though is what I've kind of learned doing this for so long is like, I think something that works for me might not work for Ron, but vice versa. Something that doesn't work for, say, Al will work for me. It all depends on the clientele, because what's going to end up be beneficial for one person will be better for somebody else. And I just think that at least if we have a repertoire of different things, like
agreed. The more breadth we have, the more knowledge we're going to have. So not necessarily a specific area, but more broad wise, and that's what with me we have tons of different areas, and I have 5 different teachers in my school alone that are STS. So it's sharing as much as possible is the best avenue.
Yeah, I contacted the electronics teacher that I went to college with, and today, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, I don't know. So I shared a bunch of things with him, and like my battery presentation and things like that. But he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
I know there's an art, just to throw out one more thing. I think there's a virtual Arduino simulator online. I've never used it, but so it's like, you're right. Like some stuff might work if someone's doing coding or electronics, then yeah, you could just throw that at the kids. But if I threw it at my kids, there's like 2 or 3 of them that would do it, but the rest would be like, what is this? What's an Arduino,
Well, part of the other problem is we got stuck in a situation where, some of the stuff that we were going to cover, at least if I had a couple more days in school, I could have said, hey, this is Arduino. This is basically what it does. And then, go from there. But I didn't even have that time.
Yeah. I think the next thing and I think the next thing I'm going to try is Screencastify. So I think I'm going to have a lesson, like Kaywood was doing lessons from his garage, and he's like, okay, I'm going to show you how to cut wood or whatever. Okay. And then he puts it on Edpuzzle, and it's like this. But there's some stuff that I just need to show people online. Like, hey, you need to go to this website to get this, to do this if you want to download SOLIDWORKS. And I'm going to show them how to do it. So my next try is Screencastify.
Screencastify is awesome. If you guys
Really?
haven't used it, it's phenomenal. It docks right to your Chrome. Everything about it is there used to be a Screencast-O-Matic that you download, but this is way better. And right now, you guys, there's a discount, which is I think cast_COVID, and you guys can get all of the you get a full, I think it's through April at least, you get their premium thing, and I can send that to you guys too.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out where that folder's at.
Okay.
And I in that thing that it's called Trade Tech Teachers Worldwide on the drive, and I put a COVID-19 what works and doesn't work should be.
All right, I'm afraid
So,
some other.
Is Screencastify free?
Yeah. So there's a free trial version. Then you can upgrade right now because with the cast_COVID to like the unlimited, and you can do all kinds of editing and clipping. It's super easy. I made a video in about 30 minutes that all my kids watched, and it of course it took me 30 minutes, and it's only a 3-minute video, but that's how that works.
Right.
That's great.
If you have, because they gave us all Macs, like MacBooks, and I'm not a Mac person, but I guess on MacBooks, you can just do that automatically. Even on iPad, you can do, like, it's built in.
Yeah, you can do it on
screen
iPhones or
recording,
iPads or
Yeah.
What is it on a Mac?
I believe I got to look it up. It should be part of the what's it called? I just was looking at it yesterday. It records it as
Are you talking about just creating video, or is it
No,
or
screen
being able to post it?
screen capture. No, just for screen capture. So like if I'm
Oh yeah.
doing,
Oh no, you can just do it. I can't remember, but yeah, you can just natively screen capture your iPad and your Mac and your
iPad
phone.
or Mac. But what
Yeah,
does it
just
save it as?
I can't remember, and I'm on all Mac anyways, but I can't remember. It's in fact, I think it's on my quick pull down menu.
Todd, are you talking about, is it in motion, or is it just a screen, just a still photo?
No, it's motion.
No, you can
So,
you can actually, it's part of my pull down menu that I can just start doing a screen recording.
That's
And
awesome.
it'll record whatever's
Yeah.
on there, and Max made it real easy
Wow.
because I got a new iPad, and a new iPhone, and I mean, even on my old iMac, which is 9 years old now, it can do it too.
Nice.
It's not
There's nothing-
image capture, is it?
There's nothing special you have to buy.
it's you just go Command Shift F5, I think. Let's see,
I got-
Command Shift 5, and it should pull it up.
I got a question for Nicholas.
Yes.
There is a old school block behind you. Is this
My green. That's my green screen. This is my classroom.
I was just gonna say, is this a green screen? What the hell's going on here?
Yeah, let me see if I can.
How
Get
do you
over
do
to
that? I want a green screen. I want to be as cool as you with like a block, a drafter's block behind. That was like this is like the first thing you do when I showed up as a teacher when I was 15 years ago. The supervisor's like, here, have them do the H block, you know.
It's
So
in
how
the
do you
settings
do
of
that, man? I gotta,
Zoom.
does this work?
Virtual
I got a
background.
green room. Oh, look at that! The
Yeah.
truth is revealed.
Here.
Yeah,
now
check it out,
flying in
guys.
space.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty good.
How do you do that?
Oh, in Zoom, it's virtual background. It's in the settings tab.
Yeah, it's
in
up
this
in the
program?
settings.
Get
Yeah,
out.
in the
Yeah.
program.
Where?
The up
Well,
arrow
upper
next to
right-hand
stop
corner.
video.
On mine right now, I have 2 tabs of Zoom, and I click on my in Zoom meeting, and it shows my icon for my school email. So I click on that,
Next
and
to
then
share?
If you go down to the stop video, and then you can choose your virtual background.
Oh, things are getting.
Yeah.
you're sharing your whole screen there.
I am?
No,
All
I
right.
There you go.
Is that me?
no, that's me. If you go down to the bottom left, there's an up arrow next to stop video, and then there's a choose virtual background.
Oh,
You can go into your pictures if you got pictures on like your iPad or whatever. You can go in and pick through.
oh.
So I got my.
All right, I'm looking. Oh, this is cool. I see what's going on.
At all of our faculty meetings, I've had a friend, a peer
Oh.
teacher, who's had the CDC building in the background.
It says my processor can't handle this. I got an old computer.
That is awesome.
Oh, there you go.
No, Ron, that's not my truck.
Oh, my computer doesn't meet the requirements. I can't do it.
Oh shit!
Oh my God. All right, let me get out of this thing. Denied. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm back. Lame. I'm just in a house. Look at Tim. Tim's got by far the best background. That is all right. Listen up. That's everybody's homework. We got to step up our backgrounds. This is bullshit. That's funny. Although JJ's got the workshop, he doesn't need a background. He's got it all in there. Yeah.
I have a very tiny house. Like, it's the only place to be quiet.
Yeah. Fair enough. That's funny. Cool. Well, let's see. Does anybody, what do you guys think? Anything else we should bring up? Let's see. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. That's basically all I got for tonight. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Seemed good.
So
We're
how
gonna
many
try
of you
this
guys
out,
actually done screencasting?
I haven't done it.
You mean like recording in advance, or like video conferencing?
No, like recording in advance and then editing it and then
I've done a lot, and it's pretty easy. We've done it through like for SketchUp. I've done it for that. I've done it through for AutoCAD. I've done it for SurfCam, different other platforms. Just to get on like Google Classroom, I give those kids that too as an email to start. It's that Screencastify it's stupid easy. It's you guys. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
I use that term too. Stupid easy. The kids
It's
go,
like the keep it simple, stupid type thing.
right. I'm like, it's so easy. It's stupid. It's stupid easy. I'm
When
not
you
saying you're
can't
stupid.
when you can't do it, doesn't mean I called you stupid, but it might mean I called you stupid.
Right.
Yeah, like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
If you're on the Mac stuff, just to show you how easy that one is, like on the iPad and the iPhone, they're the same. Do the pull down menu, and there's the record button, and I'm recording my screen right now. And so everything,
right.
if I do it on the iPad, then it's recording everything there.
Got it. Yeah, I have the S8, the Samsung, and I had to buy a third-party software, and I don't know, it just stopped working. It doesn't work, But it's, but the main thing is the computer. I want to be able to, I want to be able to be in the side of the screen and be like, okay, guys, we're gonna do this with this. Put this over here, and then
let me show you something real quick. Sorry, I'm gonna take this over, but
do it.
Can you guys see my drive there?
Yeah.
Right.
So up there, when you download it, you're gonna get this little tab up here, Screencastify. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
And then no matter, I download this at work, and I came home on a different computer, logged in under the same the same Gmail, and it was on my home computer too.
Oh,
so it's dependent upon which account you're logged into. But you click on that, and then it's going to pop up this, and you can choose which one you want to choose from there. And it's as simple as going to record, and then you guys can clip it and cut it to the size you want it to be. But it's going to do whatever you do on your screen, and then save it automatically to your drive as well if you guys are drive connected. So it's pretty slick when it comes to that stuff.
And can you edit it afterwards?
You can edit it. The editing capabilities aren't as good as like WeVideo, if you guys are familiar with that. But as far as just going straight through, click here, and telling the students what to do, it's pretty slick. You can cut, but you can't drop in another background like you would see on a YouTube or something like that, like a frontage video. But I would recommend WeVideo for those if you guys aren't familiar with that.
Is that just WE?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Which you guys should get as teachers. You guys should get a free trial to that too. I know we do, and I can send you information on that too if you want it.
Well, I was kind of wondering, just out of curiosity, is there, I got to be honest, because I haven't been through all of them, but we do have the full, on the school laptops they gave us, we have a full suite of Adobe products, everything.
Oh,
yeah.
And access to the Adobe Cloud through the school with completely unfettered access. But is there a screen? I wonder if, Screencastify actually might be part of it.
You can probably Screencastify and then bring it into Premiere and then edit it that way. But
oh, okay.
Premiere's a learning curve.
Oh,
there's a little bit of a learning curve for that.
Yeah, there's also, what's the short version? Starts with an R. They have a real easy version that's sort of like iMovie. But at any rate, we have access to all of that stuff too. Don't you guys should have that too, right?
The Adobe suite, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have that actually.
I wonder if somewhere tucked away in there, and we just haven't looked yet, that there's this screen recorder in there.
I don't think Adobe has a screen recorder though.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
So
okay.
I just looked at this. I use before I'm using Premiere Pro for my own personal stuff, but before that I used TechSmith stuff. The Premiere Pro or what's it called? Camtasia. I don't know if you've heard it.
Oh yeah,
I've used Camtasia,
but
10 years ago.
I'm just looking at it right now, and so they have a couple things. One is video editing, which you can do on there. It works for what it is, and then they have the Snagit thing, which is the video, the screen capture stuff. But I'm reading this. I just looked at it right now, and it says they're going to offer it free through June 2020. So I'll put this link in that folder if you want to use that too, because that's kind of all in one, and it's decent. It's probably better than just kind of the free stuff, It's not, Premiere Pro, but you get screen capture and you get video editing kind of all in one package there. So
Todd, if you don't mind, I'm gonna.
for the few
I
months.
think is that kitchen noise in there. I'm just gonna mute it. Oh, sorry. What?
Real life. It's real life.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
No, it's all good. I'm just gonna hit the button. That's okay. Sorry about that.
My kids were just running through here like rampages. So.
Oh yeah. The Zoom meetings are everywhere. I got a friend's. My friend's girlfriend does. She's like a singer in a temple, and so I was like, let me see. So I watched it, but like nobody was muted, so you could hear kids screaming and do all kinds of stuff while she's trying to sing, and I'm like, oh man.
Nightmare.
Yeah. So when I edit my videos for YouTube, I use Power Director. I don't know if you let me see. I don't know if you see that. Right there. And
Is that free?
it is, except if you want to do any kind of like higher quality videos, so like it flips it to here. Hold on, sorry, this is terrible. It flips it to here, and then what you do is you say, okay, I want to edit, let's say I don't know, let's see, oh yeah, here's the fully charged show. Edit. Oh, okay. So then yeah, and it's like a timeline, just like in editing. And, you use your little fingers to do it, and you can like stretch it out or whatever. But what's nice is it's just like Final Cut Pro, but it's on the phone, and you could just kind of sit on the couch and be like, So it's not bad. And then if you pay, I think it's $5, you get the there's
Premiere Rush.
Oh, cool. Is that for the phone? Here, you can unmute, man. I was just
Okay, so yeah, I was trying to think of what it was. Adobe Rush is the simple version of Premiere Pro.
Okay.
Kind of like there's iMovie for the Mac. The simple version's iMovie, and then Final Cut Pro. Adobe Rush is part of the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite that we have access to, and Rush is the simplified version.
Oh, interesting. That's pretty cool. So
and it's pretty solid, yeah. For a simple movie editor, it's like iMovie. It's pretty, it's actually I like it better than iMovie, but on my iPad I've moved to LumaTouch anyways.
LumaTouch.
Yeah, it's for the iPad. I actually don't use my school computer because it crashes so bad. It's a piece of crap. They give me a Windows thing.
Just going back for a second, what is WeMovie? You guys were talking about that?
WeMovie.
WeVideo.
Oh, WeVideo. Sorry, WeVideo.
Oh, I wonder if that's in the.
Yeah, it's a video editing software program that's should be it's free to most teachers. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
They should have that too. I can send you links to that too. I get them from my librarian or my media specialist.
Okay.
It's really it's also very slick. You can do audio, video clips, all in one.
Nice.
And then you can upload it right to YouTube. It'll write it as a YouTube video.
Does that look like it?
I see.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on the App Store.
I don't know if it's free for. I've never tried to get on it without like teacher permission, so I don't know if it's free to everyone. I know that I get it for free as a teacher, but obviously
okay.
To your teachers, obviously, but if you need further information,
it's free, but there's in-purchase apps, in-app purchases, but it says free. You don't need to be a pro to create incredible videos for school, business, and life.
Yeah.
So
nice.
What was the name of that folder again? I'm having trouble finding it.
I don't even know. I would have to. Yeah. Tim, you know it?
Yeah, if you go to if you have a Gmail account.
Yeah.
If you go to your My Shared.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can take over the screen and show. I don't know if I can. I don't know how the heck to do that.
Go down at the bottom and click on share screen.
Share screen. I don't know. Is my screen up there? I can't see.
No.
Not yet.
Nope.
Oh, share. Oh, here it is. Share.
There
So
you
if you go to your Gmail account, and I think it's Google Drive.
It'd be in a drive, yeah.
Apparently I can't do this.
Drive.google.
Drive.google.
I'm looking as well on my phone.
So you go there.
I remember sharing a bunch of stuff with like Justin Dietrich on there.
Yeah, Justin
Yeah.
just messaged me saying he wanted to get in. So if you go right here to your my drive and then go to shared drives,
Yeah, click
go
on
to
that.
Trade Tech Teachers Worldwide, and then all of that stuff is right here, like Dietrich's there,
Yeah.
safety stuff. You know, I guess Grant said he put up COVID-19.
Get the dog.
But it's Trade Tech Teachers. That's okay. I don't remember what Gmail I put that under. That's why I'm having trouble finding anything. Let me look.
Yeah, I don't know if I can see that, but
No,
it is called Trade Tech Teachers Worldwide.
Okay, I saw it.
there it is. I got
I
it.
put up a folder there. It was like Zavaki files or something, and I put a bunch of stuff. We've
Yeah.
got to find a better way to organize that so that we know, like, if you're looking for woodshop stuff, and go from there.
Right.
Perfect. I'm gonna drop some shit in there then.
Sounds funny, but yeah, I got it. Yeah. Wait, Tim, I'm looking for it right now on my phone, and so I go. So it starts out, it says trade.
Trade Tech Teachers Worldwide. I think that's the
Yeah.
way.
Yep.
Matt had it tagged or labeled. That's
Yeah.
what I gather.
I
Matt's
think it's
gonna
gotta
kill
be in
me.
the shared drives though.
Yeah, I'm in the shared. I don't know. I can't find it.
It
But yeah,
depends what email you use too.
Oh, right.
So I changed schools a couple years ago, and we were into Google, and I transferred everything over from – I stopped using school emails for anything that I wanted to know that I would
I
keep
got
after
it.
the fact. So I use a personal Gmail account now for like professional, and
Right.
so I keep anything that's
Yeah,
professional like
that's
this,
it.
I just dump there. That's it.
Found it. Nice. Safety files. I don't need that. No.
Safety third.
Yeah. Dietrich.
Bro.
Yep. Does the link not work? Did someone want to try and get in and they can't get in the meeting? Or is this too late?
So Dietrich messaged me privately saying that he wanted to try to get in, but I guess he's doing nighttime
Oh,
or something.
You can just use the link. I think it doesn't. I don't think a time matters.
No, I think he's doing the kid thing with the bed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. And also, is it the same link that like I didn't look at it's the same link as last time, right? Or is it different code?
It looked that way. Link
I don't know. I didn't take notice.
All right. All right. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty good. You guys want to end it there? I mean, I'm good. I think this was pretty good. We got a lot of resources going. I'm gonna do the Screencastify for sure.
I'll send some information about that. Is like I'll put that the special or the complimentary thing, how to get to that. I'll put that on that website under COVID-19.
Yeah, I see it. There it is. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm only getting about 20%, 25% participation for my kids. So, whether they watch it or not, at least it's going to be up there so that they can see it. So
Yeah.
The way I viewed that was I could always use this later on if a kid misses a demonstration day, give them that information that I would normally go over during that time frame. So
but how are you sharing it? Are you sharing it through like a Google Drive or sharing it through YouTube? And if you have a YouTube, are you like using your own personal account or?
No, because our district's really stingy about that. But I'm going to use it through Google Classroom. So I'll do it through the school account, through the school email account, which is what I normally log in at. And then screencastify it and then save it to their Google Classroom. And then they can, it uploads it as an MP4.
You could also upload it to Edpuzzle, and Edpuzzle sounds silly, like a like some elementary school stuff, but it's pretty good because you can lock the scrolling, and you can also hold them responsible for questions.
Yeah.
So I guess a combination of Screencastify and Edpuzzle, and then you put that on Google Classroom. That's a pretty good. That seems like a good combo. All this other stuff is like out of the box, getting them to do SolidWorks, getting them to do, open-ended assignments. That's really tough to do. And then also Al, I feel bad for Al. He's not even in touch with his kids yet. It's like, that's difficult. Throw out a smoke screen, just light a flare or something. I don't know.
Bring some fireworks down, light them off in front of the apartment buildings and see who comes out.
I mean, sometimes I remember in the early days when I didn't know how to get the kids' attention, I would just go to the grinder and just make sparks, see how fast they whip around. You got to do something dumb. I mean, if you're a shop teacher, you definitely like half crazy. So
That's right.
I've been on tables before.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Do
So
something.
what I've learned is,
Yeah, Tim.
yeah. So what I've learned is that, I established a Google Classroom like week 1, and even though if I don't use it, like for a while I was doing I was trying to do all weekly reports, and work reports and things like that through my Google Classroom, and I was doing forms and self-grading and this and that, and I got up to like week 9, and then week 10 it was like I just said, this is getting really, really hard to do, and it sat idle from week 9 to week 24 or 27, whatever week we were in. Thank God I had it set up, but I do it every year. I set up a Google Classroom, whether I use it or not, or especially having kids submit things like even like, hey, give me a picture of your project, submit it through the Google Classroom instead of emailing it to me.
Yeah, and then you could do announcements, but also you can grade something right on there. So, and I think there's a lot of third-party stuff on there too. And then
Self-grading. Their self-grading is pretty good too.
They can self-grade on Google Classroom?
Yeah,
Sorry.
In Google Forms, you can set up a document to grade itself.
What?
Yeah, and like if you can do all your safety tests through Google Forms now.
Oh my God, I'm doing that.
And you don't have to grade. You don't have to grade anything.
It's improving those Google Forms and Google the Google for Education, Google Apps for Education are improving daily. It's remarkable. Our district actually requires us to have a Google Classroom.
Yeah, us too.
Well, what I also learned is through this whole COVID-19 thing is that when you create a Google assignment, say you wanted to have them do like a battery report, or you want to have them do report on X, Y, and Z, inventor, designer, or whatever. If you have them do a Google slide or anything other than a Google Doc, the originality reports now does not work. So the originality reports only work for Google Docs. Now I handcuff myself that because they give you 3 of them for free. And then once you get your 3, then either they charge you or they charge the district. And it's like a it says it flags things that are copy literally from online. And if I knew that it didn't work with Google Slide, I would have done what I needed to do through a Google Doc.
What were you gonna say, Al?
I'm sorry for interrupting. I thought that was free. I just assumed that copyright check, what was that called again? Accountability? I thought it was free.
There's an originality report when you create a document in your Google Classroom. Like if you go to Google Classroom, create a new assignment, it breaks it down what you need to do. And then on the bottom right, it says originality report. It will let the kids know if it's flagged for any reason.
Oh, I didn't know any of this. This is all new to me. Wow,
I
that's
just
cool.
found this out. I just found this out like 2 days ago. It
Wow.
only works right now. It only works with docs. It doesn't work with slides. So all the projects I'm having the kids do right now are all Google Slides, and it doesn't work with that. So, there's blatant, obvious plagiarism that you can see. Like when you go to Wikipedia, there's things that are bolded randomly, and I taught graphics for 15 years. So I know looking at a font, what's bolded, what's not. The kids don't know that.
Yeah.
And if, it jumps out at you in a second, but if Google could do it through a slide, it'd be way easier for us.
Yeah, it's funny because they make improvements, but then there's other stuff that's like pretty obvious that they didn't make improvements on. It was like they didn't even have a way to grade stuff before. You had to go to this third party Flubberoo. Do you ever use Flubberoo?
Yeah, that was a nightmare.
And I was like, "Why? But why? You tell me you're Google and you can't do that?" So they're like creeping up on it. I don't know. They put the B team on it.
Yeah, you're right.
They're busy. They're busy wasting money on trying to compete with Elon Musk and his autonomy cars. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna win that battle.
But you can do a Google form and create a quiz, and that's how you can do the self-grading. It's actually really nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I don't know what student information system a lot of you guys use. We use a program called Genesis, and we can actually export right out of Google and then import our grades. So there's no look at this screen, go in and enter here, and then look here and enter here. It does it automatically.
I use Power School. I can't handle the 2-screen thing. This is not for me. It's craziness. But yeah, if I could skip that process, it would be great.
Yeah, it downloads. You can download from a CSV file.
Oh, okay.
You can import into our student management system and our grading system as a CSV, and then it propagates all the kids' fields in that grading. It's awesome.
Nice. Interesting. All right. Well, basically, I guess we'll see everybody next week, and but basically, yeah. I mean, that's the idea. Like, what doesn't work, and what's working. That's what I want to know. And I'm willing to admit that a lot of stuff I'm doing ain't working, So, if the faster we fail, the better we're going to get to something and obviously it's not going to work on every platform with every kid or whatever, but this was perfect already. I mean, I didn't even know about, I didn't know Screencastify was so good, and I'm going to try Weave editing and self-grading and, Fusion, Titans of Fusion, or Titans of CNC, see what they got to offer as far as video go.
We're all in the same boat, and we're all trying to keep our heads above water. And, I talked to a math teacher in my school today, and it was one of those things where I feel like she's knocking it out of the park, and then I'm across the hall, and I feel like I'm barely treading,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these teachers kind of, maybe already set up this way, whereas if you're not set up already, there's a bit of a wait and a lag, and then trying stuff that doesn't work and stuff like that. I was so excited about Flipgrid, and it was just it didn't work at all, These kids, And then some kids are like totally MIA, and then you email them directly, and then you put their grades in there like, oh, can you change my grade? I'm like, yeah, but you gotta participate. The other thing I gave up on, which I told you guys before, is I'm not trying to do anything expecting live within a certain amount of time. I'm not a TV show. This is just, we're not live. That's it. I'm gonna put it up, and then I'm gonna check it later type of thing, and I'm gonna offer support, and I'll be there for those morning hours, like every day, 8 to 1, we have to be there, and that's fine. But then after that, I'm just gonna leave it, do my thing, and later on at night, I'll just check in, see what everybody's doing or whatever,
Have you guys noticed that kids are doing stuff later at night versus during the morning? I haven't really noticed much.
Let me see. Yeah, I know. I think it's the afternoon. For whatever reason, I find that the kids are at night, there's no activity, but the afternoon is when they're doing stuff. And the morning, there's only like very few kids. I'm going to say it's an afternoon thing because they're probably waiting. First of all, they're waking up whenever they want. Then, which is fine. Then they are probably waiting for all the teachers to just hammer them with all this work. They're not going to work while they're being fed more work. They're just like, okay. So then they just tune in when the storm is past. Then they start doing the assignments in the afternoon. That's what I think's going on. But that was a good question. You know what I mean, Tim? Like we don't. It's a different animal. Like the school has a set hours, and this is different. We're dealing with people that have total freedom. They can do whatever they want. So
well,
fine.
Like I said, I talked to that math teacher earlier today, and she was like, I was like, so what do you think about me doing like live with them? And she goes, well, what are you going to do live with them? I was like, just say hi, like, she's like, well, don't forget, you're going to start interrupting other people's classes. And I'm like, good point. So
Yeah.
That was another thing. Like, I don't want to start taking away from, say, an English teacher, which, this, I would think, English, math, history, this is very conducive to that. Us, we're just kind of like out there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it depends because, like, the reason I wanted to go live was because I wanted to just get on the same page and answer questions and be like, hey, guys, you guys have, or girls too, do you have this type of software? Do you have a computer access this? Okay, I want to have field questions, but not happening. So now I'm just like, okay, nothing's live. I'm live. I'll be there at the time, but
right.
I'm not expecting live anymore.
So I use it as a bit, I mean, obviously going back into school and no one's there, it's a little bit weird for us as teachers, and socially, emotionally for the kids, it's got to be even more weird. They're not around all those people. They're used to it. So it's more of a bonding time for them to be back together with each other. So I speak, and that's the romanticized version. I'm sure they're like, screw this, I'd rather be on Snapchat, but it's how I view it.
Maybe we all should go on Snapchat.
No Snapchat, no TikTok, no nothing. I don't care what Gary Vee says. I'm not doing TikTok. Sorry, Gary.
I'm telling you, TikTok, dude, if you guys shake your ass on TikTok, you're going to get a lot. Al, are you paying attention? You better start dancing, bro. You better start dancing
on TikTok.
I had to ask a kid, what is TikTok? I'm like so far removed. I didn't even know what it was.
No, TikTok is great.
Barbercheck knows TikTok.
Yeah.
I think after you watch a few TikToks, you still sit there and go, what is TikTok? Like, I don't get it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's funny. Cool. Well, how about this? Let's end it with like personal projects. What the hell are you guys doing to stay sane?
Oh, geez. I'm finishing. I got a week and a half ago, I had a sub panel put in my garage. So currently I'm running 240 to a couple places in the shop and 120 other places. So I'm no longer running off of a 15 amp circuit anymore.
Man cave.
That's good time.
Yeah. Making a workshop in your house.
Well, we live in kind of the suburbs, if you will, of south of the Twin Cities, and it's a 1,900 square foot house. But the person that we bought it from, they made it a double deep garage. So my wife's very happy that cars get parked in the winter and it's heated, and I get the shop in the back. So
nice.
Just added that sub panel and get some more electrical. But
I'm in the shop. Finishing that up.
Nice.
Cool.
That's nice. Yeah, cool.
So I had some extra time to finish that up, and then finishing up some stools for my son's table.
Nice. That's good. I'm doing, as you guys probably know, I'm doing like a gasoline to electric lawnmower, which is nothing groundbreaking, but it's for a YouTube video that I'm doing. And so I did drill start, Now I deleted the piston, and now I'm doing drill operated. So I'm building something to hold the drill. I was working on that tonight. So hopefully tomorrow I'm going to I was looking online. A lot of people have ways of holding the drill and pulling the trigger. Seems like they put a bearing at the front and then a clamp here. You don't have to have a bearing, but something to hold. You need 2 points of holding, and then you need some sort of actuator or whatever, bicycle cable or something like that. And then after that, I'm putting an electric motor on it, directly. And I got another shop teacher friend of mine who has a lathe at his house, and he's making the coupler to go from this electric motor that I have to the blade adapter. So, and I got video of that. So that's all in the works, and I put him to work, He's got nothing to do anyway, so,
What's your YouTube?
It's just my name. It's Ron Grossinger. So it's Grossinger. And I didn't put that video up yet, but I will put it up hopefully by the end of the week. And then Mr. G's Workshop is the Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you on the Instagram.
Okay.
I didn't know what the
the YouTube. And there's some videos of like shop teacher stuff in there and whatnot.
So I got
a
load of firewood.
Okay.
And I've been cutting I cut a couple lathe blanks out of that, but mostly that's going to be firewood. So that's project number 1. Project number 2 is trying to clean out my garage, which is a disaster.
Yeah.
And then I alluded to earlier is I have a 29 Model A station wagon. So we're redoing the front end. I'm at a buddy's house. We're redoing the front end and doing that. So I got a couple things going on.
That's cool.
A little overwhelming. So yeah, I ripped out the whole front end, and my buddy and I we redid it.
Oh man, way. That's cool.
So
nice. I can't wait to see that thing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's my grandfather's car, and when he passed away, he gave it to me.
Yep, I appreciate it.
Oh, that's cool.
If I find a photo, I'll show you in a second.
Todd, I'm going to mute you. And unless you're talking, I'm going to mute because the kitchen is like, there you go. Sorry. Okay. What else you guys got going on?
Just honey-do list stuff. Cleaning the garage.
Yeah, my kitchen's never been cleaner. I was so bored one day. I was like, you know what? I took everything that rolls and I moved the stove out. I cleaned the whole thing. And I'm like, wow, I can't believe I waited this long to do it. I mean, now's the time to clean all your crappy stuff out of the house, Yeah. Cool. Anybody else?
Yeah, so here's a photo of my Model A. That's it, the whole front end ripped out.
Whoa.
So
the beauty.
Yeah, my grandfather was a cabinet maker, and so he did all the woodwork on it. And when he gave it to me in 2010 or 2011, it sat for a long time. There were a lot of mechanical issues with it, but when I got it, it only had 495 miles on it. So,
oh my God.
It's not original miles. He restored it. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've been working on that.
That's awesome. Do you say it's a T or an A?
It's an A. It's a 29. That's the first mass-produced station wagon. So any other wagon that came before 1929 was either made by a cabinet maker or a body manufacturer or just hodgepodge together. So
Ron's going to be doing electrical work.
Yeah. I think the battery went out. That's cool. This is like a LED.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I can never get it to be right, with it always looks like this, like I'm in a dungeon or something. So that's why boom. Yeah. So I went and bought this thing on Amazon. I was like, I can't have it look crazy anymore. That's it. I mean, I'm crazy anyway, but at least now you can see me. These are just, it's funny because you could see the shape. I'm getting into batteries. These are just 18650s in here. They're like super hot now, but I'll charge it up. But man, do you guys do any battery work, like 18650 Tesla cell type stuff at all, or not?
I ripped a whole bunch out of old battery packs from laptops. Yehu Garcia got me kind of into that.
That's it. That's my buddy.
But and when I grew up, I'm originally from Southern California. He's not too far from where I lived for a little bit. But yeah, I ripped a whole bunch out. I still got to get the tester, charge them up and discharge them, see what kind of condition they're in. But yeah, I got probably a box of 40 of them that I stole off a bunch of old battery packs.
So maybe I could share something with you, Jake. I have a battery time calculator. So like, if you know your watt usage and you know what your batteries are capable of, then you can plug in the numbers and it'll tell you how long until empty.
Wow, nice.
And I mean, this is stuff you can find on the internet, but I made my own on an Excel sheet. Why don't you? Can you send me an email right now, and then I'll send it. I'll share the doc, send me an email so I could share the doc. And then part of the lawnmower project is to, learn more about batteries. To be honest, I didn't understand a lot of it. C ratings are a big deal. That's basically capacity of like what you can take out of it and how fast you can drain the battery, basically. And then like you said, if you get old batteries out of like a drill or something like that, well, they might be killed. You don't know, but you could charge them up, discharge them, and then you'll know using a tester, you'll know how many amp hours are in there or milliamp hours, So there's some cool stuff with batteries that I think, as a shop teacher, you guys could get into, especially now that most of your stuff, like all your drills and whatnot, they're all battery anyway. So
what is the C rating? What is C rating?
Okay, so a C rating is like if your battery its capacity times 1, right? So if your battery is, let's say, 3,000 milliamps, 18650, there's 2 batteries in here, just one of them. It's cylindrical, right? And by the way, there's 2 in here, but on a Tesla Model S, the big one, there's 7,000, okay? So, but a C rating is, there you go. Whoa, 5,800? Is that a 27? Wow. Is that a bigger one or is that?
No, it's an 18650 for my flashlight.
Wow.
Whoa, that's a lot of capacity. Are you sure that's accurate? Because
probably not.
Yeah, that seems like that's No, they're mostly See, at least I can call someone out on their crap now because I'm
right.
Yeah. So if you had, I don't have a picture of the tester. It's down in the garage. But there's a testing machine, and what it does is it'll charge it up, and once it gets to the top, it'll tell you how long and how much capacity you actually have in there. Usually, like a big one or high rating would be like 3,500 milliamps. Now, a C rating would be if you start pulling 3.5 amps, Tim. If you start pulling 3.5 amps from that battery, that's 1C. If you pull 7, that's 2C. If you pull, what's the next one up? 10, then you're at 3C, right? But past 3C, you're probably going to kill the internals of that battery, or you might, So, and also you're changing the time that it'll last. So a C rating is capacity times 1.
Okay.
Project Farm on YouTube just did a video on 18650 batteries.
Who did it?
Project Farm.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. Wait, so okay, wait a minute. That's a good video that you mentioned. So I watched that video. You're talking about the one where he compares DeWalt batteries to like shitty batteries?
It just came out like the other day.
Okay.
A bunch of different 18650s, Samsung, no names, and what have you, and did all the different testing to see how long they would last and all that.
Nice. Because what I did was I saw the one where he did the DeWalt battery versus the no names, and I couldn't. His numbers don't come out to my Excel sheet. So I don't know whether my Excel sheet's wrong or he's not telling us about the efficiency of his tester, or you know, I don't know. Maybe the watts were not accurate or something, but it doesn't come out right. So that's something I was curious about. But I'll watch his new video and I'll plug it in. You know. Yeah, that's cool. All right, can you imagine? I'm getting excited about batteries. You got to be a shop teacher to do that. You know, we're all messed up. You know. I'm getting excited about a battery. Are you kidding? I was never into batteries, even though I did electric cars for years. To me, I was like, the battery, whatever. No, I'm telling you, this is the battery. That's why Tesla has an advantage, because they make their own batteries in a factory. This is the key to the whole thing. If you can get a battery to deliver more, like a high C rating, but also really big capacity, oh man, that's where you could just destroy the competition, you know. That's where it's at. So anyway, I could talk about batteries all day. So, all right, what else? Anybody else? Who else is working on personal projects? What else you got?
I got a shop to set up.
Okay,
that's
a big project.
That's right.
Yeah. I posted a video just recently on my Instagram. Just kind of went through the shop because I basically have moved into somebody else's shop and they don't have it set up yet. And it's the guy I rent from, and he's actually looking forward to me setting it up since I had a pro shop and have a lot of experience working out of the shop.
What's your Instagram?
American Craftsman Workshop.
Oh, I think I follow you, right?
Yeah. Because you show up in mine.
Oh, yeah, there we go. I got you. Yeah, oh, hell yeah. Yeah, there you are. Cool. Oh, I like that Jeep. That's cool. Yeah, it is amazing, like, this whole shop teacher connection thing. Man, this is like, when I first started, like, shop teachers going online was not a thing, you know? we were like the last ones to go online, you know? It's funny.
Yeah.
The guy,
I've gotten braver from Ron, really.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I used to have a flip phone, and then I don't know what happened. I just flipped the switch one day and went crazy. And then Gary Vee was nuts. I was like, whoa, this is like, I remember he was just Wine Library. And then I was like, whoa. And then he started his own thing. And then now it's just like, man. And now we're in the Corona online forced us online. It's like, man, and as much as I do online, I'm still not prepared. It's unbelievable, you know?
Yeah.
So that's cool. All right. Anybody else? Al, what are you doing over there?
I was hoping you were going to forget me. I have the world's biggest case of xenophobia. Ever get that? You don't get that.
Xenophobia, like afraid of people?
No, it's a fear of finishing things.
Oh.
Substantial completion.
So,
you got too many projects?
I got more. They're stupid. I've got an Adirondack chair that's ready to go together. I made it 2 years ago at summer camp, and a coat rack 3 years ago. That's pretty bad. So I probably should finish those. But my wife would love me to finish. I'm not going to show you now. There's an addition that's been on the house since 2012. It's painted. The floor's down. Now I have to trim it out and build doors. I don't know how to build doors, so I'm really procrastinating on that one. So, yeah.
Get your ass
that's where
in
I'm
here,
at.
man.
Yeah, no, that's what I need. That's what I need. I need you to know that I have this disease, and I need you guys to call me out on it.
Do you have an Instagram or no?
I do. I follow you.
Okay. Tell me, because sometimes the names sometimes in my head, I don't know. What is it?
Yeah, it's that crazy one. It's A.A. Fitchy.
Oh, yeah.
Nickname a college friend gave me, so I just kept it.
Okay, I got you. I just followed you back. All right. I want to see some progress on that addition, goddammit.
And I'm going to look at that list of stuff we talked about tonight and see if I can work on contacting my students.
Yeah. Someone's showing
when I
us
set up my Google Classrooms, it was, that's how I gave it to them. I sent it to them in their email. I just typed in their name and automatically showed their school email link for that. So that's
And
how
where-
all my kids got it.
Okay. I think I'm gonna contact the guidance counselors and tell them what my concern is. Because today on our meeting today, everybody was talking about it. It sounded like a lot of kids are doing work and the parents are really involved in getting their kids to do the work. But, things like I've heard from the music teacher, kids aren't really doing too much work in the music class. In my class, I haven't seen anything, so. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, cool. Anybody else want to add anything? All right, that's basically it. All right, that's it. That was a good one. I felt like that was fun. It was fun hanging out. I mean, I'm just in a house, like sitting here, nothing's going on, but like I felt like I hung out with you guys. So that I appreciate you guys coming into the live Zoom, and we'll do this again next week. And Jake, I'm going to send you the battery thing. I want to see what you think of it. And yeah, so and also keep track. Like let's keep track. What is not working? What works? Let's move through that. Let's move through that shit fast. So
I just shared the stuff on Google Drive. So if you can't see it, just message me, and I can get it to you directly. But it's under our COVID-19 Tech Ed Worldwide.
So far, I got just one file, just the video resources.
No, I think you need to refresh.
God damn it!
Unless I need to make them public, then I can do that on my end.
No, I did refresh. Nothing happened.
All right, I'll go back and make it public then.
So I'll put a file in there called
Yeah, it's there.
Working, Not Working.
Jake, you got it?
We video COVID and
there we go. I got it.
Castify, PowerPoint.
Yeah.
And an NDE COVID resources.
Yeah, that's Nebraska Department of Education.
Yep. Yeah.
All I got is more than 2, right? Or no?
Yeah, there should be 4 total, I think.
Oh wow, my whole.
Yeah, 4. There should be 4 files in there.
Oh, wow, this is a slow internet there. And I'll put a file in there called Working, Not Working. You know what I mean? And we'll make a category of like, because you got to put we got to have a trash can.
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be a spot where like it just doesn't work, and don't like I don't want to waste time. Is what I'm trying to. If someone told me that it would not work as a shop team, I'm sure someone else can make Flipgrid work, but that was a waste of time. I wasted 3 days on that.
We have to fail to succeed.
Yeah.
So we'll let you guys fail and then I'll succeed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey guys, I was going to throw this out. Instead of just confining it to a Google Doc, I mean, I guess if you're doing YouTube videos, why not just go ahead and make a YouTube videos sharing your experience? These are basically tools for us to use. So why wouldn't we make a video saying, hey, this is what I tried and used? Because obviously we're going to get a lot of feedback as well. And it's going to also help a lot of other people out rather than just confining it to a little Instagram group here.
I'm doing it. I agree. I'll use screencasts. I'll say, hey, I used this.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Okay. And then in the comments, they'll be like, you're a moron. Do it like this or do it.
Right. Yes, there's always that.
All the Monday morning quarterbacks will rear their head and say,
yes,
you did it wrong.
Totally. I haven't done videos for like 5 years. I've been itching to get back to video.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. All right. Well, I'll let you guys. Wait, is it?
Okay.
Todd, where are you located that it is still sunlight?
Oregon.
Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
I'm in Oregon. I'm only about 45 minutes from the coast.
Wait, I gotta ask you a question about Oregon just for a second. Are you guys on lockdown?
Supposedly yes, but I mean, I had stuff. I've still gone out and got, it's not horrible. Things have slowed down. If you go to the store, there aren't very many people there.
Okay.
And we're on spring break this week anyways. So we're not in the school right now.
How far are you from Eugene?
Oh, Eugene's not, is it an hour south of us? Maybe. It's not too far.
Okay, there's a factory over there that I got some stock investment in. I want to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So they're called Arcimoto. Hold on, and they make these really. They're kind of ridiculous. I'll be honest with you. Okay, they make a 3-wheel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
oh man, that is so cool,
Dude,
Dude,
go
you'd
to-
have to send me the. Yeah, I would love to go
Go
down
to
and
the
check that out
factory
for
and find
myself.
out. Go to the factory and find out if they're doing a good job. I need to know it for real. Otherwise, I got to pull my money out.
Okay. Yeah, you'll have
While
to
you're
give me
there,
the
Is that like
website. I'd love to go
insider
down and check
trading?
that out.
Yeah.
What's that?
Do some reconnaissance here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Arcimoto.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and they're in Eugene,
Okay.
and their stock is super cheap.
Oh, wow.
Oh
What
my
is it,
God,
making
it's like
little electric vehicles? Is that what that is?
It's like a delivery vehicle. And I swear to God, it's like if you took a motorcycle and a Jeep, and they had a
Yeah.
baby, that's this thing.
Huh.
Okay, but not as tough as the Jeep, and that's where I say it's like a mixture. And the idea is like tourism and deliveries, and it's all electric, and apparently they're going to do well. But I got to tell you, the stock's down. It's $1.25, and I bought it.
Time to buy.
Yeah, or get out. I don't know. You know. So I want a full report.
Okay. That'd be fun.
Yeah. No.
So,
Plus, apparently, apparently it's a Todd. It's a full on. Oh yeah,
120 now.
Yeah. Yeah.
$1.20. Time to buy.
Yeah. So Todd, apparently, like, it's a full-on, like, automated facility, like state of the art. So,
Oh, wow.
maybe it would be interesting for you guys to go there. But then, you know, I'm kidding about the report, but I don't know. If I was around, I would definitely go check them out.
Well, there's a place I found out not too long ago in Portland that apparently makes wooden bicycles.
Oh, cool.
They're
Yeah,
wooden
it's Portland,
bicycle
though.
frame. In
I'd like
Portland,
that.
yeah. Yeah, I know. I freaking hate Portland. I'm not kidding.
Portlandia.
Yeah, it's 30 minutes north of here, and 45 minutes or so, and I just hate it. I cannot stand Portland.
Wait, why? Why? Because it's just kind of like it's
Portland.
It's the big city. I look, you know, you got to realize it came from Montana. There's only 1 million people in the whole state from end to end.
Oh, all
And
right.
now, and there's 4 million people in Oregon, and 3 million of them, I think, are packed in Portland. I hate it. Plus, we got a parking ticket from Portland on a day we weren't even there. That's Portland.
That's
So yeah,
bad.
we have to. So we're just letting it go to the court so we can go in because they're jerks if you try to call them. So
Oh my God.
so we're just letting it go to the court so we can go in and protest it.
Nice.
We got a parking ticket on a day that we weren't even in Portland.
Oh man.
I
Yeah,
hate
I'm next to New York City, and yeah, when I was a kid, I love New York City and stuff like that. But I got to tell you, more and more, I kind of maybe just want to move out to the country and just build cars and whatnot. I don't really want to be close to the city anymore.
Move out.
Right.
You got to move out to
So-
Warren County, Ron.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to be by. I want to either go to some sort of ski resort, maybe Mountain Creek, Vernon. Out by Kenny. I always pass where Kenny lives on the way out there.
Yeah, I don't know
Well,
how
I-
you guys stand it in the areas you're at.
What's that?
I don't know. I mean, but once again, coming from Montana, I don't know how you guys stand it because there was, I was in Billings. Billings, we were on the edge of Billings, and there's only 150,000 in the whole area.
Yeah.
And it's very isolated. It's not like continual sprawl across Montana. It's very like, this is
Wow.
Billings, this is Bozeman, this is Missoula, and everything's very plunk isolated and separate.
Right.
That's funny. The only way I know Boozman is because it was mentioned in the book. Did anybody ever read Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance?
No.
I was supposed to read it in college.
Oh,
Dude.
does the guy have a BMW?
Yeah. Well,
'Cause
his
one of the
buddy-
top-
his buddy does. And
Okay, because one of the top BMW motorcycle guys in the nation is not too far out of Red Lodge, and I know him, or well, I know of him. He's a friend of a friend, because my blacksmith is a big BMW guy, and this guy, he's like, people travel from all over the nation to see him, and he's just outside of Red Lodge, not too far from Billings.
Well, a part of the story is about his buddy's BMW, but basically it's a story of like a father-son crossing the country on a motorcycle. But
okay.
Yeah, but it's not about motorcycles and it's not about maintenance. It's just about like, it's like about like how to break down categories of life. And
right.
And basically the question is, what is quality? That's the whole book. What does that mean? And then it's great. It's great from a science perspective, or like controls and variables, because the guy talks about like how you can't have nonsense. It's like either it is or it isn't type of thing. And it was good. I got to tell you, it helped me out when I was.
Isn't that the same guy that wrote Shop Class's Soulcraft?
No, but they're kind of like in the genre, apparently, you know. It is, the book is, you know, he's like, okay, there's a motorcycle. Well, this is the fuel system, and they do break it down, and he's like, how you break down the motorcycle in categories in your head is how you could also break down life like that and stuff like that. So it's important to figure these things out. Otherwise, it's all mush, you know, type of thing. I don't know. That's the best review I could give it. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's open to interpretation because it's a philosophical book, you know.
Right.
Well, I got to get out of here.
Okay.
So I'm going to check out. But if you want, there's a very funny video. It's this Every Hipster in Portland on YouTube. Just type that in. You'll get a sense of Portland.
Every picture in
Portland? Every hipster in Portland. So just put that in YouTube and you'll get a good laugh.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, it's good talking to you. Seeing everybody. We'll see you next time.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I guess I mean, I could stay on all night, but you know, we got stuff to do. So all right. Well, good. That was good talking to you guys, and we all got homework to do. Most important thing is my investment. Get up there and check out that company. All right.
About 10 shares.
Okay.
So what is it? What is it, Ron? Buy high, sell low?
This is like I bought it. Like, can you guys do well, please? Like,
how did you
would you buy it $5 a share, Ron?
No, luckily. Oh my God! If you look at the 5-year chart or the max on that chart, it's off. It's the scariest looking chart I've ever seen. But what I did,
Holy
yeah.
Ron bought it at 3 months ago when it was at its highest introductory price.
Oh my God, dude! These people got hammered. It was like $6. They got killed. You know. No, I bought it at like 170, and then
you're still good.
Nah, maybe. I don't know if they'll survive this the corona.
You don't lose as long as you don't sell.
Yeah, if they go out of business, I lose.
Right. Well, there's that.
Yeah, or they raise money again, you know. I don't know. I mean, I'm in Tesla, and I'm just hanging on. They're going to recover. They're pretty stable.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, even though they're like crazy and everybody talks about them, it's pretty diversified because it's not just cars. It's like multiple different models, and then he sells the other stuff too, batteries.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they're developing a lot of technology that can be sold too and licensed.
Yes, exactly. So,
Somebody's installing charging stations at my local Tops Market. They just started putting them in. I don't know if it's a Tesla or if it's just electric vehicles in general.
it might be if it's not Tesla, it might be ChargePoint. There's a lot of independent people coming up, and so we'll see what happens. I mean, basically every parking spot is a charging spot potentially. So that's coming. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a gasoline guy. I like pistons and engines and whatnot. But like everyday driving, that Tesla is ridiculous. I don't even own one yet, but my friend has one. Dude, the acceleration is nuts.
There's a lot of Teslas around here.
Okay.
In this area around at Salem. and being close to Portland, there's a lot of
Goddamn
Teslas here.
hipsters. They're probably the hipsters, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
This turned into a
we're getting giddy.
yeah. This has turned into like a shit show. This is funny, you know. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock. All right, that's it.
Yeah.
We're outta here.
Time.
All right, I'll see you guys next week. Okay.
Yep.
Later, guys.
Okay, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
bye.
I'm out.
Okay.